Now it's taking pictures. So this will be our first moving trial run. The picture of me sitting at the table was really ugly. I can't imagine ever wanting to show that to anyone. And this is really just for our consumption, to see what this is like. Look at that. There's our woods, our car, and we're going. Now, there are Wi-Fi, radio, there's all kinds of things that are supposed to interfere with this. I'm going to turn the radio off.
But Juno is broken, and Tom Begich knows how to help fix it.
That way. Now, so here's the trouble. We have the camera on. Here, you hold it through. It's much more delicate than the other one. The other one, the lens is plastic, and you can, you know, I've obviously dropped it and it's still okay. This one, it's glass. You're not supposed to touch the lens. Obviously that's so that they can make it so it has the full scope of its surroundings. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess you can't do that with plastic. We should stop and talk to our neighbors.
They don't want to be filmed.
Oh, we're just keeping this for ourselves.
Okay.
This just came today.
Oh, what is that?
It's a camera that has a fisheye lens on both sides.
So you can look at who's filming and look at who's you shoot.
And my first trial run, it just has me, and my goodness, is it ugly. Sitting at the table. But notice the little blue light means that it's on video.
Okay.
And the blinking light, it's supposed to mean that the memory is full.
Huh.
Obviously, I've misread the thing. It's probably taking video
Yeah.
right now.
Now
So
it's looking real
I'll
hungry
invite
right
you.
now.
I'll invite you over when we figure out what the heck we're doing
All
with this.
right. Hey, just film Kat. She's the one that's worth filming.
Well, see, the thing is, this is a whole globe.
Let's do it the whole both sides.
So Kat's in the video.
Yeah.
We're all in.
That's amazing.
My foot is in the video.
That's amazing. Seriously, huh?
We'll show you afterwards when
That's
we get back.
craziness,
We're
yeah.
going to Freddy's for a moment.
All right.
When we get back, I'll invite you in.
It's been
And
good
you
seeing
can- and you
you.
can-
I hope it's been good seeing us.
We'll let you know. You might have to sign a waiver. I don't
I
know.
have to. I know. You're gonna be one of those creepy neighbors.
Yeah. Oh, well, I have been for years. You just didn't realize.
There's Nancy.
It's not like there's Nancy out at work. It's not like you have to aim it at anything.
Yeah, I know. But if we are viewing it like through the Rift, it'll change that to the first person point of view,
Right.
whatever it's aiming at. So.
Right. So that, yeah, you'll have to turn in your seat as the camera turns around, or to look at, you know, something else. Somewhere I read that the focus that you really want to have should be about 5 feet from the center of the main lens, I guess. Which means right now it's just...
Well, this will just be all blurry shots of my face then, or something. I don't know.
Well, it's I imagine it's picking up all the movements, driving around.
And it can record up to 25 minutes of video, right?
That's what it said. I'm not sure if it's fully charged yet. He's been constructing something for days. Put the window up, I suppose. I have the radio off, even though we usually have KLEF on all the time.
That's good. You can't be sued by them then or something.
Well, yeah, every time I upload something like on YouTube,
yeah,
which I don't know that I'll...
YouTube says you're playing copyrighted music. You can't do that.
Right. I mean, they've actually let me post it, but they always highlight it and say, hey, you're doing copyright violation.
Yeah.
I've never actually refused to allow the video up, and so when I go on and watch them, I can hear it. It's not like we're actually stealing somebody's music.
No.
But it is kind of annoying when you get these emergency notices from YouTube that, hey, you're copyright. You're copying copyright. Plus, when you're like listening to music from the radio in the car with all the other noises, I can't imagine anyone actually. It's all on the internet anyway. Do you want me to hold it for a little bit?
Not while the cop's here.
Oh, you don't want the cop to know. And you're right. By putting it down there, they wouldn't have been able to see that. Boy, can you imagine when this technology really goes, to everyone? The cops will not just have a camera, like I guess they're using like a GoPro camera, and a lot of the people that use them. Well, they could use this, and it will give the viewers the entire picture of what was going on around the scene. You wouldn't have it just focused on like in front of the car. So
Yep.
like if something comes around the side of the car, it would be part of the video. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's pretty amazing too. But what I'm thinking though is we can load this right into the folder in the Oculus Rift where it says upload the video, download the video, right?
Yeah.
So we wouldn't even have to post this like on YouTube first.
Right, we could just view it privately on a
We
computer.
just privately load it on, so we can find out what the heck this camera does, and if the Oculus Rift seamlessly picks it up and enables us to do this, which is my hope, of course. Though then I still have to figure, my imagination has to plug away at what really worthwhile projects we could use this for.
Yeah.
Because no one, including us, is going to want to sit here and basically put on the Oculus Rift and drive to Freddy's twice. We're obviously doing that, so we're obviously seeing the world and hearing me mumble on. That guy looks like he's peeing there.
I hope.
We'll find out when we get home and look at it. That guy just made an illegal U-turn.
Yep.
Interesting. We've actually got to figure out some. I was looking at videos last night. One of them was going up to the space station, flying around the space station, being inside the space station.
Mm-hmm.
That was all pretty neat. Then there was a bunch of traveling around the world ones, which were kind of, it's almost like people are trying to make sure you have a nauseating experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they love doing, like I watched, what are those guys? They're falling in suits,
Skydiving, wingsuits.
wingsuits. So there were a couple videos. The one guy was in the Alps. And the helicopter, they jump off of a helicopter over the mountains
Yeah.
and basically free fall with the suits until they get close to a.
You gotta be really careful with that. I saw some guy run into a rock once.
Well, the video I watched had two guys in it, and at the very end of the video, it pointed out that one of the two had died. I don't know which one it was.
Yeah.
He didn't die in the making of that
No,
video,
but he
but
died.
he died, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Probably in a wingsuit
In fact,
accident.
I have a feeling we read about him not too long ago.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is make one silly little mistake and you're done. You know, I can't believe people do that stuff. But that one, I mean, so I watched about maybe 10 of those.
Why? Why subject yourself to such torture?
Oh, well, to find out what these new technologies are going to be useful for. You know, because if what I'm thinking is, you know, like seminars where you're sitting around the table and everybody's just talking. You know, the difference is instead of having the camera aimed at one speaker or a couple people from a distance, you can have it sitting in the middle of the table. Like tonight, I'm planning on taking it to Villanova and seeing if the guys for a while would mind me having it on while we're discussing something, and that way we could share it with Steve, who's in Germany. So that would be neat, you know, that we could like, hey Steve, here's us sitting around the table. The only thing, of course, is Steve does not have a computer that would enable him to plug in an Oculus Rift and watch it the way we're going to be able to do it. So it won't look like he's sitting at the table. He'll see the two circular, you know, video, you know.
So I'm going to the GCI store.
So yeah, so I'll drop you off here first.
Okay.
You're gonna give me this, and then I'll park. In fact, I'm gonna turn this off now.